right, this is Lynn with Lynns Hangouts, and we're here tonight at Jan's Lounge in Orangeville, partying with our Rock and Red Radio band. So we've actually got 3 sets down, 1 to go. Had to grab this interview actually to ask bassist Rick Rapalee if he would spare a few minutes to chat, and he said yes. So thank you, Rick, so much for hanging out with us. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. You guys are rocking it. Very fun.
A lot of fun.
Enjoying it. We actually have a substitute drummer tonight, Chris Jamieson.
Yep.
And he's filling in quite nicely.
He's sticking it, so to speak. No pun intended.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. Very cool. Well, I've been wanting to interview you for some time now and to find out about your musical past. So let's start at the beginning.
Okay.
So what started your love for music, and at what age?
Well, it probably started with my father. He was a musician, completely self-taught.
Oh, nice.
Guitar player, banjo player, keyboard player.
Wow.
Still plays banjo to this day.
Oh, bless his heart.
And he would let me have his guitar, and I would pick and plink and so on and so forth. Never really hit it off.
Yeah.
But
how old was this when this?
That was probably 6, 7, 8 years old.
Okay.
So it was pretty early.
Okay.
But about 8th grade, so that would have put me at about 12 or 13. My parents let me take up saxophone.
Oh.
So I've actually gone through a lot of instruments. I started with saxophone, got into high school and did the whole band thing of marching band and concert and jazz and that whole thing. But by the time I got to be a senior, I was into more like drums and rhythm.
Okay.
So I switched to that for about a year and a half.
Wow, that's awesome.
And then after I got out of high school, I still had all those buddies that I hung out with in band, and a buddy of mine needed a bass player.
And you hadn't even played that yet?
I hadn't even played it yet. So I was probably 18 or 19 before I picked up the bass.
Wow.
And something about it, something being in the middle of the band really appealed to me. Being part of the glue that holds it together.
Right.
And
hold the bottom up.
Yeah. And so it stuck. And it stuck for years and years and years.
Wow. Did you ever go back to any of the other instruments, or was it the bass from then on?
No. My wife has often chided me for not going back to saxophone. She'd love to have me hear me play saxophone, and I would probably like to go back at some point. But
it is a nice instrument.
But no, the rest of them are kind of like, I plink on my guitar. I still have a 6-string, and I plink with that, and so on. But
the bass is the love.
The bass is truly the love. It's my soul.
It's amazing that it took so long to find that.
It is. But sometimes
it does. And then
you gotta work through things that don't work to get to what does work.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. It's so true. Well, now your father, very good musician, as you said, so you probably got the genes from him. But was there any other family members that played instruments?
No, not really. And even to this day, I mean, I'm still playing, at my age, and they all kind of look at me funny because it's like, shouldn't you be settling down? And I'm like, no.
Good Lord, no.
No, I'm having fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
So
fun.
No, it was just Dad, and even Dad's been out to see me a couple of times play. They still live in Arizona, and he's been out to see me a couple times, and it's been fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, if he ever comes out, I'd love to meet him.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Oh my gosh.
He looks just like him.
Yeah.
Really?
Just
that's
like
Jeanette. Yeah, Rick's wife. She's on the sidelines, cheering him on.
Yeah.
And you look just like, oh my God, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
You definitely got the genes.
Yeah.
So, very cool. Big time. Well, when did you first join a gigging band?
Well, let's see. It was probably 4 or 5 years after I started playing. I was in the military.
Oh, okay.
And that was once again, being that I was playing, it was probably my savior in the military.
Oh.
These guys and women, they go off and they do their duty for their country, and it's a little piece of home, and it was
kind of ground you.
It very much does, and I was away from home, and I was in a good place with the music, and so there was always a lot of musicians, and so we found groups, and we'd get together and play at the the Airmen's Club, and it was fun. So, I was probably 24, 25 when I actually started doing that.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
And then when you got out of the military, did you join some bands locally?
Actually, no, I quit for a while.
Oh.
Yeah,
really?
I got out of the military, and like most newlyweds, because we got married about that. My wife and I got married about that time. It was kind of very thin and very tight, and I sold all my gear.
Oh wow!
And it was about, it was about 4 or 5 years before I picked it up again.
Oh, and they had to buy it all again.
And I had to buy it all again, but both my wife and I learned a very valuable lesson: is don't sell it. Never sell it.
Never sell it. Yeah, that's
and
so true.
God bless her heart. I have so many friends who are musicians, and I feel so bad when they don't have a supportive spouse. And my wife is the best.
Yeah.
She lets me get what I need to get or what I think I need to get. And she absolutely won't let me sell it. She doesn't. She never tells me to get rid of it because she knows at some point I'm going to need it.
You're gonna need it. Oh, it's so true.
Yeah.
Because you can't give it up when you're a musician.
Yeah.
It's in your blood.
Yeah,
so.
it really is.
Very true. Well, what brought you to Red Radio?
Actually, it was a work relationship. Tracy Butler and I worked together at Entercom Radio. I still work at Entercom Radio. We worked together probably a year and a half while she was there. And so we had that relationship. At the time, though, I didn't realize she was singing, and I don't think she realized I was playing bass.
Wow.
And, you know, we worked together. We knew each other. We were pretty good friends. Kind of went our separate ways. And then Rikki Staxx from Skid Roses, a mutual friend, said, "Hey, Tracy's looking for a bass player."
Are you serious?
And I was in. I was like,
together.
absolutely.
Yeah, because I know they're friends. So
Yeah.
that's funny. It's a networking thing.
It really is. It's wonderful. And I can't even express how wonderful the musician network is in this city. It's incredible.
totally agree.
Completely supportive. And
How many do we have here tonight? Like 4 or 5 bands?
yeah, members from 4 or 5 different bands, and you know, it's just a wonderful feeling to know that you got
incredible.
that support.
That's awesome. So she heard you play, and I know she told me this story too, that when she interviewed you as well as Brian, it was like, love at first note. It was like, that's it. I don't want anybody but Rick.
It was a quick blend. It was a very quick blend.
Yeah, just melded right into it. So very cool. Good for you. Well, are you currently in any other bands?
I'm working on another project. I've got some buddies who, when we got to Sacramento, which is about 20 years now, they had coaxed me into actually starting to get together with the bands, and I've been playing with those buddies for 18 or 19 years now, and so I still play with them in a band called Sonic Sauce.
Oh, I've heard of that band. Oh, very cool.
So we've had some lineup changes and stuff, and we're kind of working through stuff. My guitarist right now is physically injured. He severed his bicep, and he's amazing though.
That sounds horrible.
He's like, I can still play. I just have to sit down, and he's still playing.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's just when it's in your blood, you just got to get it out
ways.
somehow.
Yeah.
So,
it might be with your toes, but you'll find ways.
Yeah.
It's a little crazy. That's awesome. Very cool.
Yeah.
And that was it. Just the one other band.
Just the one other
That
band.
probably keeps you pretty busy.
Between that and work, I'm very, very busy.
That's true. That day job.
Yeah, I know. It gets in the way all the time.
Totally gets in the way, right?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Well, Jeanette, thank you for joining us. Actually, I know you're over in the sidelines, but it's great to see you here. And I wanted to actually give you a shout out because you're always so supportive of Rick's musical work. You're at every show, and I've gotten to know you a little bit, and it's so cool that you're there. And I just wanted to tell you that I appreciate that you're out at the venues with him, and you're always having a great time. So thank you so much for that. Do you have any words of wisdom for the wives of the musicians?
Well, I can't speak for all musicians, obviously, but in his case, music keeps him sane.
Oh, okay.
It does.
That's the trick.
It does.
If this is what you call sane, yeah, sure.
This amount of sanity. Now, if he doesn't play, and there have been gaps over the years, like he said, when he wasn't playing with bands or when he didn't have any musical equipment, that he was not able to just go in a room in our house and just play.
Oh, right.
And those weren't very good times.
It just, you get the itch.
Well, and like he said before, it's his soul, and he really, his peace and his balance comes from that in a lot of ways. And so I think once you learn that, I mean, you want to encourage that in your mate, whatever it might be, if it's whatever hobby or passion or whatever it is. And so I encourage it because it keeps him happy, and if he's happier, I'm happier. It's funny how that works out.
It works because there's a saying, happy wife, happy life.
Right.
It works the opposite too.
It really does.
There's just no rhyming words for it.
Exactly.
We'll have to work on that.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out.
That's so funny. Well, you couldn't have spoken more truer words, and very touching. I really appreciate you saying that. I think that's very wise and just comes from the heart, and I really appreciate that. But it's very true. So you're very lucky. Both of you are very lucky to have each other.
I know it.
So it's very cool.
I think I'll keep him a little longer.
Hey, you both are keepers, so they're not a little longer. Yeah, that's funny. So funny. Well, thank you so much, Rick, for a peek inside what makes your musical talent so awesome. Love watching you. You're so fun to watch.
Thank you, Lynn.
You're spot on. And you're great.
Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's my pleasure to be supportive of you, and I think that probably they're going to want you back in probably for another shot.
Yeah, a shot then play.
Which
Yes.
is going to be on the Tickle video. That I'll put up. So everybody will have to watch the Tickle video.
That's right.
To see what I meant about that.
That's right. And you've got to come join us and have a shot with us.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yes.
I'm sure they love that.
Yeah.
So, in fact, I think they're going to force one down my mouth someday. So. All right. Thank you again so much, Rick. You're awesome.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you.
All right. Very cool.